start off the Okay, hello, I am Pope Fire, the Starfire God. This is sort of a special Saturday stream because the Red Hood and our Team Outlaws could not make it Friday. But he did read the book, and I definitely wanted his opinions on it. And we're also going to do some other Titans stuff. Like, we've got some Titans news from the TV show. They've released actors, costumes, and just some other various stuff we can talk Teen Titans about. Raggedy, real quick, can you tell me what you thought of the book and kind of like your review of it, I guess?
Yeah, I liked it for the most part. I mean, it's Danny Chase. You can only like it so much, but
Well, did you like it more because this is the book where he gets canned from things?
yes, and that he takes it so bad, and that everyone was in agreement that he should go. Yeah, it
No,
was
but
good.
this is like okay, because we said this yesterday. My favorite part of the book is when like Danny Chase freaks out and then he leaves, and Nightwing's like, "Okay, back to business." They just act
Yeah,
like he was never there. I
and
love it.
you just see him sadly flying away from the tower. Yeah.
Yeah. Was this the first time you've read this issue?
I had read it before, but it's been many years ago. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah, stuff from that era. It was weird. People liked putting purposely annoying characters into books and TV shows. Like this was also like the Cousin Oliver era for like the Brady Bunch and stuff. So I don't really get it, but
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the dealing with Jason Todd's death of it.
Yeah, because even though Dick did not have as much interaction with Jason, he still considered him his brother.
Yeah,
And you know that because it was kind of good that they showed like yeah this was going to weigh heavy on Dick. I mean, this was his
yeah,
costume. He gave it to Jason, and
yeah. I
he
mean,
knew Jason like because a few issues prior he had actually told Jason like you're probably going to be a better Robin than me, and then to sort of be cut off early as a child. I think he comic book Bob said Jason was 11 or 12.
yeah, he would have been about that because yeah, he Dick actually talks about Dick and Corey at one point. They talk about ages, kind of, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he was definitely in his early teens.
Yeah. And oh god, what did you think of the Batman and Dick conversation?
I mean, it was interesting. There was a lot of subtext to it
Mm-hmm.
that I would have liked to have seen more brought to the front and focused on. But yeah, it was definitely interesting. It kind of hinged upon you know, Dick was not adopted, whereas Jason was, and Batman being mad that Dick was not there, and it was definitely yeah, I would have liked to have seen that expanded a lot more, which I guess it was later on.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
dealt with it, but
This was definitely this seed that kind of started it.
yeah,
But yeah, I've always felt New Teen Titans always made me feel really bad for Dick because you could tell that he really wants Bruce to love him,
yeah,
not in the Devin Grayson way, but in the father and son way.
yeah,
And and Dick felt like he was being replaced not only as Robin but as Bruce's son.
yeah. I mean, this was the start of a big wedge that kind of spread through all the Batman comics and stuff. Dick
Hmm.
and Bruce did not get along for many years,
Yeah, I
and
think it wasn't until Tim Drake came in that they started kind of getting along a little bit better. But
yeah, yeah, around that time because
Bruce was
even
on. This was right before the Bane's part, so he was on like a whole bunch of like he started taking like drugs or something. I don't know what the actual uh thing was called, but I remember Bruce was not in a good spot after Jason's death.
yeah, no, it messed him up bad. Because as he says here, he starts going on a rant in this issue about, I don't need Robins. Why did I take another one? They slow you down. They hold you back. And yeah, you could see him going down that bad path that he would for years. And
Yeah, I mean, because that's the most interesting part of that comic for me is that you see Dick and Bruce's relationship and how it's sort of at the peak of when it was at its worst.
Yeah,
Um,
and it's such a good relationship too. If you follow it over the years, it has so many layers. It's like, from Dick's perspective, Bruce is not necessarily being a great guy, but then
mhm.
from Bruce's perspective, he's actually trying to protect Dick by being an a-hole, kind of, and
Yeah. Well, Dick was definitely the stepping stone on how he treated his Robins differently because
yeah,
you could tell from the difference from in the New Teen Titans how he treated Dick to how he treated Jason and how there was a lot more optimism with Jason while with Dick. I mean,
yeah,
he fired Dick for getting shot. They needed reasons to distance Nightwing from Batman. I could
yeah,
see that. I actually could see that's the reason why they did that. Now the big part of this issue, other than Danny Chase getting fired and Dick and Bruce's relationship, was of course Donna oh my god, transitioning. Oh, I cannot say words today. Making the change from Wonder Girl to Troya.
yeah.
What did
Her,
you think
her.
of that one?
Uh, it was good. I mean, it was from a very traumatic position that she did
Mm-hmm.
that she felt the need to kind of embrace that side of her. Um, I mean, it was the start of my favorite Donna Troy costume, the kind of star-filled pattern that she
Ooh,
would
yes,
adopt.
yes.
I don't know if
The,
this is necessarily the best one with the gauntlets and everything, but
Yeah, that okay. The first Toria costume looked way too busy,
yeah,
but when she made the change to the black suit with like the star like the galaxy suit is what I
yeah,
call it.
yeah,
Yeah, it's one of my favorite costumes for her because Donna's always been one of those characters that I don't really see her being super flashy, and
yeah,
her new Teen Titans costume, which was just a red jumpsuit with boots,
yeah,
like that felt very Donna to me because Donna's a very down to earth character. So her first Troya costume was way too busy and didn't seem like
yeah.
Donna at all.
But then she
Um,
kind of merges them.
yeah.
It's like the form of her classic costume is more of the Wonder Girl red jumpsuit, but with the
Hmm.
black Starfield pattern instead.
Yeah. Now the problem with that is Donna is not as popular as the character. So people,
Yeah,
when they look at her, they just see, oh, this is just like
that
a
costume.
basic. Yeah, it's just a basic character. Because again, unfortunately, with smaller characters, you kind of need a more outgoing costume. So when people see it, they recognize it. Not where with Donna, people are like, okay, like
And
I guess that's just.
we'll get into that some next week because next
Yes.
week's will kind of deal with that. But
Yes, if you guys do not know, next week's comic book club is who the first two is Donna Troy, and that is an iconic, if not one of the best New Teen Titans issues ever. Um, it does a lot to Donna's character development, but also shows you the more detective side of Dick Grayson. And while it got retconned pretty fast, uh, it is one of the best New Teen Titans books, and I am looking forward to reviewing that one because that is one of my favorites.
that should
Um,
just be Donna Troy's name, retcon.
the
Yes.
retcon. Oh my god. Okay, that would actually be a really funny superhero name, and I
Her,
could
her,
see like out of all the characters, I could see Donna being retcon. Like I
her and
feel like that would be funny.
Hawkman, her and
Yeah.
Hawkman could both be share the name retcon, and it would fit them perfectly.
Hey DC, we have ideas. But no, I do want to show off some of the Titans news that we have. They've released the Aqualad actor. Do you see a problem with this?
I haven't actually seen the Aqualad actor.
Oh,
Let me look him
well, it
up
is. It
real
is on my
fast.
screen real quick.
Okay, let's
Let me
see.
give you guys a quick backstory
Okay.
for Aqualad. And I'm sure they could just dye his hair a bit, but Aqualad was actually discriminated against for having traits that were not normal for Atlanteans. He had the purple eyes and the black hair, and I'm sure. Well, no, because this is Titans. They never want to do anything correctly. But he looks more like a young Aquaman. He doesn't look like an Aqualad.
I was thinking he looks like the actor who played Aquaman in that unreleased series where they
Yeah.
just did the pilot. He looks like that guy. or
Yeah,
the one from Smallville even.
Aqualad, like the whole like his whole backstory was he was discriminated against for having purple eyes and black hair. And since this is Titans, and we've already seen the Jericho actor and the Rose Wilson actor, and we saw how they handled Starfire, Raven, and Beast Boy. There's not going to be a lot of effort put into his costume, and I'm probably going to assume that they're going to keep his hair blonde, because they kept Dick Grayson's hair brown, and they turned Raven's hair into a weird, yeah, but then they turned Starfire's hair into that mess. So I have no faith in the series, and I'd also like
Yeah.
to point out that they cannot go 2 episodes without introducing another good guy. They don't even do
Yep.
like Easter eggs. Like the only one they did that with was Donna Troy. Everybody else, like they just flat out you do not always have to show and tell. Like you can just show. You don't always have to be like, hey, look, they're right here. You can do like little Easter eggs to tell us that these characters exist. You don't need to just throw them in there, especially in your first season. And season 2 is not going to be any better because you didn't develop your first 4 characters.
Yeah, it would have made more sense if the Titans had been a team that had kind of fallen apart and Dick
Mm-hmm.
was rebuilding them, but they're not even the Titans yet. They haven't formed their core group, and already they're just throwing characters in.
Yeah, no, I mean they did that. Look at all the characters from Teen Titans or from Titans, the first season. You got Dick Grayson, you got Misfire, you got Raven, you got Green Tiger Boy. You got the Doom Patrol. That's 5 members with Doom Patrol. We are now up to 9 characters. You got Hawk and Dove. You've got Donna
Jason
Troy,
Todd.
Jason Todd, Batman. That's that is 14 characters. Did I count 14? I was counting
Yeah.
with my fingers. That's
And
that's 14 characters in an 11 episode show, and that's all. Those are that are 14 good guys.
yeah,
And your main 4 characters have gotten no development.
they're not a team yet.
Oh,
It's a
Superboy and
Titan show.
Crypto. That's 16. That's 16 with Superboy and Crypto.
Superboy's going to be introduced. Jericho,
He's already been introduced.
Aqualad.
Yes. No, I do have the Superboy costume, and you know what? I don't know how they did it, but they messed that up too.
It's
I don't know. It's
first
like
of
they're
all,
purposely just going, let's take these characters and just fuck them up. Because how do you mess up Superboy's costume? It is this simple as.
it should be. I mean, he wears normal jeans, but those look like they're superhero colored costume pants. Like
Yeah, that's
he's
the
supposed to just wear normal blue jeans.
that's
And
like how do you mess up a character that just wears jeans and a t-shirt?
and I know it's impossible to get Connor's like build in a teenager,
Well, no, okay.
but
This guy actually is like when I think of Connor Kent,
yeah,
he's not the actor's not the problem. That's the
he's as
problem.
close as you can get.
They're not getting bad actors or people that don't look like these characters. They're just not putting effort into it. Starfire, when you look at Anna Diop and she smiles, she can look like Starfire. The only problem is that they have no respect for the character, and they gave their department $21, told them to go to a party city, and they came back with that wig.
Yeah, it's
Like when you actually look at some of these characters, like Dick Grayson, spot on. Starfire, Anna Diop could be a good Starfire if they put effort into it. And no, you don't have to paint her golden. I mean, yeah, that's a very important part of her character, but at least put some effort into her costume. If you're not gonna paint her skin, then at least give her a decent costume because you gave her that stupid costume and then you called fans racist. Guess what? Starfire was one of the first superhero books to actually deal with racism in Africa. And then
well.
you guys are sitting here saying Starfire fans are racist, sexist, all this other stuff, and it's stupid.
Here's the thing: they were calling fans racist because they were saying she looked like a hooker
Yeah,
from the
that's the
'70s.
thing.
But if you listen to her soundtrack, anytime she's like on the show on
Hmm.
screen, they're playing a '70s funk soundtrack, which is just if you had to name a hooker
Hmm.
soundtrack, it's a '70s funk soundtrack.
No, and
So
they even said, like, one of the writers
yeah,
said, well, she was like pretending to be a hooker and stuff. So it's like fans
yeah.
were right. She was dressed like a hooker.
And
And
then
you
the
guys
last
said,
episode,
the
yes,
last episode they gave her good hair. She has a good wig.
he looks like Starfire, well, closer to Starfire in the last
No,
episode.
that's
So
the problem. Is yes, I did see people acting very racist. There were racist
yeah,
comments. However, not most of the comments were about the stupid costume and the stupid wig. Nobody
Yeah.
cares what race Starfire is. People would be just as pissed if they got a white woman and didn't paint her orange.
Yeah.
People just wanted some accuracy. Yes, fans are always going to be mad. That's the thing. You're always going to have a small portion of the fan base that's going to be pissed. But the pure disrespect that went into her costume, and
Yeah.
even the costume we've seen now, which isn't even Starfire purple. Look at my icon. That is Starfire's purple. That is the purple that's on every freaking stinking costume she has. And then you sit here and you give her like bright pinks or like these bright purple. No, even cartoon Starfire, man. Even cartoon Starfire has a more like it's still a bright color, but it's not as bright as what they're going with.
She feels like early 90s when they tried
Yeah,
to do comics before this Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie came out and kind of, showed that comic book movies could be good. She feels like a,
yeah.
you know, late 80s, early 90s Starfire, made for TV.
No, it sucks because they did. Let me, because do you remember the Justice League International like it was like a Justice League live action TV show.
Yes, with the guy from MASH as
Yeah,
Martian Manhunter.
yeah.
That's
I
exactly what
believe.
I was thinking, that era.
Yeah, that's what that. Because every time I look at it, I'm like, oh, okay. But I don't understand. Like, and then the worst part was people were like taking panels from the comics and going, "Look, Starfire did wear this outfit." It's like, no, like even there's a difference. Like that's obviously a different fabric, and the fabric they went with is like one of the costumes. She looks like she's like the costume's farting every time she's moving. Like it looked like one of those. Did you ever see the live action Scooby Doo movies? Well, in the second movie, Velma's wearing this orange jumpsuit and it farts every time she walks. Starfire has a purple version of that, and I swear to God, it looks like they had to cut the sound, and just like re-record everything. All right, guys, that's it on Titans news. Let me read some of the comments. They needed reasons to distance Nightwing from Bat. I think the new name is too like with Tempest and Nightwing. Maybe switch him and Jericho. Yeah, I think Jericho and him would actually be pretty nice switched. Are you saying they are reusing assets? Are they doing Aqualad or Aquaboy as in Arthur's son? No, they are doing Aqualad. That one episode of Smallville where Lex captures Aquaman equals classic. Did he do it with a 6-pack like plastic wrapper thing? You think they would? Oh, Slade, Rose, and Jericho are going to be introduced too. No, like they've already got 6 new characters lined up to introduce, and that's bad. That's really bad because again we've already got 14 characters from last season or 16 from last season. We didn't even have like a set villain, and Titans, I'm not looking forward to it. Young Justice is starting up soon. We'll start up Friday streams for that. But I don't know if I can take any more Titans
Miss
because
Martian.
Miss Martian, yes, Raggedy's a big Miss Martian fan. But we are gonna end this here, guys. Tune in because I think Night Pope was hosting at the altar this week, and I will see all of you later.